Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to be back in front of the camera. Last couple of days I've been doing those desktop shoots for you, but that's because markets have been moving quickly and I haven't had enough time to let a few hours pass and then do a video for you the next day. I'd have to run out and do a Camtasia shoot right away. So tonight I get to stand in front of this camera and speak to everybody. So hello, and welcome, and thank you once again for coming to my YouTube channel. Traders, this is all about education. This is the education of technical analysis. And if you're good at technical analysis, you can figure out where the markets are going to go next. But for someone to teach you how to be really good at technical analysis, they've got to be a master to begin with. And one of the problems I'm noticing from a lot of the students that show up here is that you're getting lessons and you're buying programs and you're learning from people that don't really even know themselves what they're teaching you. So let me show you something. Does anybody know what this is? Can anybody tell me what this is out there in YouTube land? This is called a point and figure chart. This chart is an actual chart that I used to keep up when I was down on the trading floor while the markets are going nuts, screaming 6 minutes, 7. I would pull this out of my pocket, take out my pen, it went up and went down, it went up and went down, I'd stick it back in my pocket, start screaming again, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. And that's how we kept these charts. But the point behind this, there were no bar charts, there were no computers, there were few books. Not many people even knew what to do when I started doing technical analysis in this business. I kid you not. John Murphy was just becoming John Murphy, and he was known as the forefront of this stuff. I took John Murphy's courses at the New York Institute of Finance. So what I am trying to portray here is that if you're going to learn this from somebody, you learn it from someone who started back in the day before there were computers, before there were simple charts, before there were even bar charts. You had to keep up a point and figure by hand during the day as the market action took place. That is me. That's where I started. I am absolutely an authority to teach this to you. So pay attention and learn from someone who really knows this, not some schmuck that read a book that hung around the markets for a year, read a book and then decided to write one and teaches it to you guys. I am trying to help so many of you that get caught up with those really, really horrible offers, things that people do to make a few dollars and think that, you know, they're good at something. They make you think they're good at it. They know they're not, because you know what? You cannot be great at this till you've done it for years and years, and you understand it from the beginning of time to where we are right now in the computer age. And I have crossed that entire spectrum. I started before there was anything. There wasn't even a computer that would give you a point and figure chart. You had to come up with this on your own. Then finally we got these really big massive computers, but you couldn't bring them down to the trading floors, so you still had to keep these up. Bar charts came years later. I've been part of the entire evolution, kids. You want to learn this right? You learn it from me here in Las Vegas. I will show you from the beginning to the end how these charts operate. I've got an Omni Camp I'm holding here September 19th. Omni Camp is a 4-day seminar, 4 full days. You're with me until I teach you how to call the markets the way, hopefully you get marveled at the way Omni calls these markets, which, by the way, Omni's just been killing it and killing it. You guys know, if you've been in my trading room, if you take my recommendations that I give out to you cats, when to buy and sell, Omni's just killing it. But hey, head down, nose to the grindstone, on to the next trade. But we expect Omni to kill it again tomorrow, and until it doesn't, it'll just keep on working for us. You want to start making money in these markets instead of trying crazy systems that don't work? I will show you how to get there. LiveWithOscar.com. Join me at my Omni Camp. If you're a serious trader, you will come down to Las Vegas and join me. Now, traders, this is a very risky game. I don't care how much you know or think you know. You must trade with stops. Put stops in first. Never trade without them. Never trade with risk capital that isn't earmarked to be lost, because in this business, you sell short something, even if you buy long something, you can lose all your money. You can sell short and end up owing more money than you had in your trading account. This is a serious game. So if you don't know the game, don't trade. But if you understand the risks and you put your stops in first, Come on down to Live with Oscar and watch what's going to happen next. This is exciting. It is to me. July 25th is what this video is being filmed for. It is being filmed on Wednesday night, the 24th, for trading on Thursday, the 25th. Traders, I have got a green Omni on the board for E-mini, S&P, NASDAQ, and silver. I love it, I love it, I love it. More green Omnis. On the board, topic number 1, indices remain bullish. I've got a green Omni. I'll show you a chart. I think you'll like that. Although there is the possibility that we could run into a double top, but we'll worry about it if it happens. For now, let's just take the bullish Omni and go. Metals, yeah, baby, clap for them metals, rallying like crazy. I kid you not, kids, this is not happening for no reason. We'll get to it in the future. For now, let's enjoy the metals rallying with the stock market. That will not continue forever, I assure you. For now, let's worry about the metals. Metals rallying, which one is next? Traders, I've been looking at many of the metals that we like to trade, the ones that are actively traded in New York and or Chicago. And I have found something interesting. Are you a fund manager? Do you trade long term? Are you a metals trader? If you like what you're hearing right now, pay attention to the chart segment that you are about to see. Let's go look at some charts.
I've been a member of Oscar and OMNIAC for 6 years, and I wish that I would have come to camp 6 years ago. The reason I came to the Omni Trade Academy after 6 years was I was skeptical at first because I have spent a lot of money on other seminars, and I mean over $30,000 in useless information. So I was very hesitant, 6 years hesitant.
It is so simple to learn, it is almost eerie. And usually the best things are the simplest things, and that's what Oscar has developed here with this Omni.
On the first day I said, that's it? So simple? Oscar is the perfect guy. Since you met him, a light on your head turns on. So on the first day of OmniCamp, your life starts changing.
If cost is an issue with you guys, you should really get that out of your head, because the wealth of information you get from this guy is just unbelievable. So based on that, you got to get to OmniCamp. Any chance you get, go.
This is the place to come. If you ever get a chance to come to OmniCamp, seriously, you come.
Okay, traders, the E-mini S&P Daily Bar. I have been showing you this chart in video after video, night after night. If you recall, we had a top, then it turned into a double top. Market dropped, got back above that double top, so I gave it a green dashed line, right? Double top. Then it got above, so we give it the green line. Hits it and holds and starts to take off. And Omni's been a buyer since that hold day, and we've been doing all right. So far, so good. Another green Omni. Now, there is the possibility that the market might stall and hold out a double top when it gets up there tomorrow. But for now, we're just going to get long on a dip, let it run up, get out, and whatever happens will happen. But this is what I wanted to show you. If you're a fund manager, if you're a longer-term trader, if you're a metals trader, take a look at this. Gold has taken off the last, 5, 6 months. Gold has really started to go. 7 months. And gold is literally, $1,400, $1,500 now. It's getting expensive compared to what it was just a year ago. So the gold started to go. All right, one precious metal starting to go. We'll discuss the fundamental reasons behind this in another video. For now, let's look at the technical aspect. Gold is going. Silver has started to go. Silver's getting very smart now. I've been participating in silver. By the way, I started my career in 1982 in the silver pit. This is one of my loves. So if you're a silver fan, so am I, kids. I don't trade it when it's down here, but stuff like this I'm going to play around with. Silver I like. I've got a green Omni, but the point is silver rallied very smartly, right? Look at the increase in price from 14 all the way to 1665 in a very short period of time. So gold is gone, silver has gone. Palladium. The price of palladium was $900 in a year. It's $1,600 at this point. $1,500 now. In a year, it's unprecedented. So metals are starting to run. Next, platinum. Platinum's slower than the rest of the group, but Platinum is now starting to see the rest of the metals, and Platinum in sympathy with the others is starting to run. So you've got Palladium, you've got Silver, you've got Gold, you've got Platinum, all starting to run. Fund managers, take a look at this gem. Copper has not started yet. No move, no nothing. Copper is cheap. Copper is one of the same metals that trades on the COMEX exchange, where you could trade platinum and palladium and silver and gold and copper. Copper hasn't gone, but everything else has. That is looking cheap. Now we're going to look at these same 4 charts again. Gold. This is my Omni average. It dips under the average and then it explodes when it gets back above it. You see that? You get the dip under and the explosion when it gets back above it. Omni average. Check this out. Next chart. Silver does the same thing, but I blew up the chart more, but it dipped underneath. And once it got above, it exploded. Omni average. Palladium. Same thing. Got underneath. Once it got above, it starting to explode. And look at this one. Platinum. Got under. Finally got above, starting to explode. Everything that's gotten above my Omni average after dipping under has started to explode. Let's go back to copper. Under the Omni average, just about near it now. The next thing that should happen over time, I'm not saying run out and buy this for trading tomorrow or for trading on the 25th of July. I'm saying that the other metals have ran. Copper is cheap. If the other metals continue to run, copper is underpriced. Keep your eyes on it, fund managers. That's what I wanted to share with you. Join me at livewithoscar.com. Traders, you've seen the charts, right? Now you've got my technical reasoning why. Of course, I like the S&P still. There might be that double top, but don't worry about that. I think it'll blast right through it. But the metals, I mean, that platinum's just starting to go. So platinum's cheap, but look at that copper. Copper's cheap down here. If the other metals continue on, copper is very cheap. So keep your eyes on that. Now, speaking of, have you seen the charts? I showed you this gold chart that I started to keep up on the trading floor when I first started in the business. Note the prices. I started to keep this chart up in 1982, maybe 1983. Price is $290 at the low of this chart and $400 at the top of it. I was keeping this chart up for that long. This is a live, what was at the time, real live active chart that I used to trade while I stood in the gold pit trading, futures and options. So if you are going to learn about technical analysis, you are going to learn it from me. I started when no one else knew how to do it. So make sure you come on down to livewithoscar.com. I've got plenty more of these to show you there. Traders, that's about it. That's what I wanted to show you. Metals traders, take a look at that. Long-term traders, fund managers, you may or may not want to look at that copper and the platinum, but they are starting to join the silver, gold, and palladium. Traders, join me, livewithoscar.com. Don't forget, keep your emotions out of this game. You've got to make sound decisions based on technical analysis. If you don't know how to do that, you need to be with me. If you're losing money, you need to hang out with me so I can teach you how to read these charts and hopefully stop you from losing that money. We can't win every day, right? Nobody can win every day. But if you're following the Omni, you see it's been consistent. It's been winning week after week. Join me, as they say, step in the water while it's warm. Hang out with me at livewithoscar.com. Keep your emotions out of this game and say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody out there for helping me tonight. And I will see you all at livewithoscar.com. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.